Okay, we can start. Actually, I totally forgot to do this. There we are. There's everybody. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Antovio, if you're not already asleep. Welcome in, Ren. Welcome in, Oruke. Hope everybody's having a good night. It is a nice night for studying. It's not actually. I am so exhausted right now. But we need to get it done eventually, so we're doing it now. So originally this was supposed to be a normal stream where I would put something on the poll and you guys would vote on what game we play tonight. However, I'm dog sitting for the next couple days. Which is this is gonna be the only stream it affects because it's not, by the time we have the next stream, I'm gonna be done dog sitting. The point is, the dog can't really be left alone for more than like 4 hours at a time. So we're not doing our usual streams, which go for like 4 hours. So, this is gonna be like a short 2-hour stream. Go for a bit, and then I will quickly head out and get back to that dog. I did want to stream, so I came back here, but I say like your slush puppy. No, this is. Come on, where is? There it is. No. It's actually two dogs. One is older and one is younger. Gosh, I'll tell you guys. So I used to be a dog sitter. I eventually quit because I got like a real job. And I made so much progress. Hey, nice sunball. Ever since stopping dog sitting, I kind of I guess kind of talked down on it a little, where I would always talk about it like it was the easiest thing in the world. I didn't really ever consider a real job. But honestly, you know what? Now that I'm back to it, maybe I shouldn't have been so harsh on myself. Because because every once in a while, it's like, it's not every house that you dog sit, but there's some where you're like, wow, this is annoying. Fold 100.
The honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich and pineapple.
Do I have a mute button on this?
Back at Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you about the pineapple dragon.
No.
It's bright.
Can I?
Lovely. It's back.
There we go. Cool. I do not care to hear about these. I'm just gonna like keep that, so as soon as an ad comes on, I'm gonna mute it. It'll be at the bottom of my screen. What I was gonna say was I should just put this on YouTube, honestly. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe I will put this on YouTube. I don't know why I decided to do Spotify. Spotify's for the car. I'm going on YouTube for this. New YouTube. What was the name of that guy again? I think it was Ryan Chang. Ryan Chang, Amori, Lo-Fi. Ryan Chang, Amori Lo-Fi mixtape full album. Nice. And then set to reset. This is actually not the entire album, but whatever. That's fine. Who cares? Here we go. I think this should be it. Okay, it's different ones. Sure. I'm just gonna set this on loop, and this is what we'll be listening to. What I was gonna say was, so I did not realize one of the dogs that I'd be taking care of is very, very high maintenance, in that, you really can't leave it alone. Like, if you do, she will get to something and, like, destroy it. And the dog owners didn't really emphasize that all the way to me. So I was like, they're like, hey, when you're leaving for the day, put her into, like, this little area. It's like a little spot, like, between two like child fences. What do you call them? Like the kitty fences? I don't know. But and they're like, so she doesn't get into anything, destroy anything. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go run to get some food. It's only gonna be like 10 minutes away. I'm like, for 10 minutes, that's okay. I was like, I assumed it was only for like while I'm not there for like an extended period of time. Which they literally told me like, oh yeah, you put her in there and she's fine for like 4 hours. So I can't be away for more than like 4 hours. Um, but I was like 10 minutes, sure. I go and I get a call from them saying, "Oh, the dog got out." I'm like, outside the house? They're like, "No, outside of her area." And I'm like, ah. And it finally, and then they like, firstly, they knew because they have like cameras around the house, which, not that I'm worried about them seeing anything that I do. It's just, it's a little, it puts a little damper on your mood when you have in the back of your head that like they have cameras on you. And then also I like, they explained it, like I got like an explanation of like, hey, there's a reason that she's supposed to be locked up at all times, because like they like explained to me. I'm like, now I see. That like she will destroy anything near her. So I'm glad that she didn't. But I mean, she was, for like 8 minutes she was out without me watching her. So, but yeah. So now I just like, I'm keeping in mind that she's always got to be in the same room as me. They gave me like different little child gates to make sure that she wouldn't get too far away. So yeah, and then on top of that, it's like she's also a very active dog, like a very active dog, where like she wants to jump on you and like sit on your lap even though she's a giant. Kitty, do you want to leave the room? My cat's. Kitty, is that what's going on? Want to leave? No? Okay. She paced in front of the door, and then when I actually want to, you have to now check the cameras and close the gate. Yep, Five Nights at Freddy's. And then the other one is, the other dog is actually, so I'd previously taken care of the other dog that they have, which is not a puppy and is older, who I actually really liked. When I agreed, I was just thinking of her. I didn't realize how much the other one would be, or like how much high maintenance the other one was, but the other one is strange in a different way, where like all this dog wants to do is have you throw her ball, and then she wants to chase the ball, and that's all she does. That's all she wants to do with her entire life. But like, she will never stop. If you never stop throwing the ball, she will never stop catching it and like chasing it to bring it back. Like last time that I took care of her, I literally just like threw the ball and grabbed it and threw it, and she brought it back and I threw it again, and I did that for like hours. And they literally said like, this time they're like, she's a bit older now, you're gonna have to stop for her because otherwise she will like go beyond where she should. So that's funny. But yeah. Oh, and then the last thing, okay, the other thing that kills me for some reason, I don't know why, 3 things in this house within like the first hour of me being in there, 3 things in this house did not work. The first thing, I go to get water. They like literally a minute after they leave, I go to get water. I go to like the fridge that dispenses the water, and I put my cup under the fridge. It starts dispensing water. I pull away. It doesn't stop dispensing water. And I like swap it over to the ice so it starts dispensing ice instead. And I'm like, uh-oh. And I just eventually I'm like, all right. I open the fridge. And then the homeowner walks back inside, and I have to be like, hey, what's with the fridge? And he's like, oh, you have to like push it back with your hand. It's kind of broken. We got to get it fixed. Kitty. Can you guys hear her meowing? All right, Kitty, I'll leave the door open for you then. I'll speak a little quieter so I don't have to wake the rest of the house. Yeah, and then later, I'm like, okay, I want to go get food. So I go to leave through the front door because I'm like, okay, I'll leave and I'll lock it behind me. But I go to open the door and it just doesn't open. I look at the lock, I'm like, it's unlocked. I'm like, this doesn't open. So I have to give the homeowners a call. They've just like left a few hours ago on like their vacation. I'm like, hey, is there a trick to opening the door I don't know about? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, your door is jammed. And then I go to take out one of the dogs through the back screen door. Would you believe me if I told you there's a second door that doesn't open properly? So yeah. It's like, it's nothing specifically, but like oh, the last thing. Never mind, there is one more thing. Maybe this is like the one thing. I just need to like, okay, so I'm complaining about this, but it's not actually that big of a deal. Like, I've had worse, but it's just like all these little things are just like I need to get off my chest. And also it's, you know, it's a stream. I'm gonna be talking to you guys no matter what. Might as well talk about this. They have an alarm system, but like it's the most terrifying alarm system ever. Cause the alarm system is like when you enter the house, you have a certain amount of time to disarm it or else it goes off, you know? It's one of those. And then similarly, when you leave, you have to press arm and then leave within a minute before it goes into like to like the lockdown mode. So I go to turn it on, and as soon as I press it, I just hear the biggest beep ever, and I'm like, oh, I hate that. I'm like, that is awful. It was like such a sharp sound. I'm like, this thing is made to give me anxiety. Hey, welcome in, Nix. How are you doing? Make him jiggle. I don't have anything. Hold on. If I... Wait a minute. Hold on. I might be able to do something about this. Alright. If I go flurry... Spin. Wee. They don't really jiggle. They do. This is the best we're getting. Well, I tried my best. Welcome in, Nix. How are you doing? They're not jiggling. They're stationary. They're... Alright, back to me. I tried my best for you. You know, Nix, oh, bro built like a Macy's mannequin. That's me. 6'7". Gosh, I tried, Nix. I really wanted to see if I could make it so whenever somebody wrote 6'7" in a message, that my model, like my 3D model, would do a 6'7", and I couldn't figure out how to set my model to do it. I wanted to see if I could do the 3D one. What's up? You said if you knew what I knew? I don't know if I want to tell you. I don't know if you'll bully me with this. Nah, you don't get to know. So anyways, like I was saying, that like alarm system was like designed to give me anxiety. It's like there's like so many, like just the sharp chirps. I'll bully you anyway, so might as well. So rude. Okay, fine. Remember when we were playing Overwatch and you were like, and we made a bet, and I never like fulfilled the bet. I almost fulfilled that bet. It's just sitting in my camera roll. It's just that's the thing. All right, but anyways, proof no. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I have like a list of things to talk about. That's one thing I've been wanting to do forever. Was like, it never really came up, but like, if I ever did like a just chatting stream, I've always wanted to have like a list of things to talk about in advance. Because I knew somebody who did that a long time ago, and I really liked his just chatting streams. Because he always had because he would do like a just chatting once a week. And he would have like a list of like all the things he's gathered throughout the week that he wants to talk about. And like, I don't have that many things. But like, he literally just went down his list one by one of the things he felt like talking about in like each little segment, and then when he was done, he ended stream. And I'm like, that's such a good idea. So I have like a little list, but it's literally like 6 things, and we've already been through one, which was dog sitting. I managed to eat food. Have fun, Nix. Have fun eating your food. Eat some good food. What food are you eating if you're not already gone to eat your food? Goodbye, Nix. Goodbye. But yeah, Oh, this was supposed to be a, like, co-work and productive stream, but, like, whatever. Chicken, it's in the server. Adios. Adios. I'm not going to check that right now. Sorry, Nyx. Too much effort. But anyways, what was I gonna do? I will check. Not in my server. It's in his server. I know this because he's not in my server. I can... okay, fine. I'll check it for you, Subfall. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I have to scroll back through all this to find his stupid chicken. He probably at everyone for this chicken. I probably just need to go to where the at everyone is and I'll be able to find the chicken. Knowing Nyx. Cause he adds his server for like everything. It looks like chicken. It probably will. Watch, I'm betting. No, he didn't at everyone for the chicken. I can't find the chicken actually. Damn. Alright. No chicken. If it exists, I don't know where. Maybe he'll come back later and we can ask him directly for the chicken. But at this moment, no chicken. Oh wait, no, I didn't. It's under the food. Oh my gosh. That's a nice chicken. Hold on. Wait, look at this. That's some nice chicken. Wow. Alright, I was just expecting chicken. Damn. Alright, I take back everything I said about Nyx. Nyx single? I believe so. I believe so. Go get him, Tiger. You got him. You... Alright. Alright. I should probably actually go to, like... Oh, wait, do I have other things to talk about? Oh, yeah. Hold on, before we go over here. So weak for good food. Actually, is my cat... Okay, my cat's... I'm closing the door. Sorry, kitty. Once I leave, then you'll be able to explore the house more. We're already, like, a quarter of the way through stream. That's crazy. Almost. So, let me see if I can put up this, progress. So, progress on the cosplay. Let me put up some images for you guys. Down bad for Nyx now. Everybody's down bad for Nyx. Where was, let me see if I can find this. 1 and 2, 3. Up, kitty, you coming up here? Alright. Hold on, I need to hop over to the game scene just so I can show off the cat. A girl made me a really delicious soup once. I dated her for like 6 months because I'm that weak. That's funny. Let's see. Kitty. Very hard to see her, but she's there. Can you see her? You can kind of see the light in her eyes. Hold on, if I move my camera over. There she is. Hi, kitty. Hi, Wonton. That's my darling. Aww. Alright. But yeah. What I was gonna say was cosplay updates. Let me put some images up. Not this. I'm gonna start downloading these. So I put this on Twitter, but I haven't really shown most people who aren't like already on Twitter. Actually, I might have put it in the Discord too. It was this photo of a cosplay that I'm working on. With my face censored, of course, because, you know, I'm a VTuber. Although I do kind of want to start doing, I might do a cosplay account in the future, if I have enough fun with the cosplays. So, I'm trying to do a porcelain-made cosplay. Wasn't the Discord very fancy? Yeah. We're, like, working on it, you know? I'm figuring out different things. I have friends that are helping me with this. The things that we're like working on right now is I'm currently painting the corset there. Um that's something I'm in the middle of. I actually don't have any pants, I'm realizing. I don't have the proper pants. And then I need to get the boots. The boots are also a work in process. Like, oh, and I'll leave these up here so you can get like a reference for the boots. Okay, we'll go new image 8. So I got like fabric spray paint for the boots, and so the first time I just totally had the wrong color. Look at these. Oop, hold on. You can see they are very pink. Not the right color. It's supposed to be like a purple, but it's not like that. So what I actually need to do is I got a second one. I repainted over and made it more purple. Sup, goat? Why are you working? Hi, J-Dad. How are you doing? Why am I working? Cause take a break and go take a nap. We haven't even gotten to the working part yet. I got stuff for class I gotta get done. And also, because we have a shorter stream today, so I couldn't really... If I decided to play one of our usual games, I wouldn't really make much progress on them. So I just kind of decided to go with this instead. You know, because it's nice. I don't know. I asked in the Discord what people would want to do. And 2 people said co-working, so nice time. So and I will need to get my my class work done eventually, so this is a nice time to do it. But I mean, I'm probably the first part of the stream is just gonna be chatting, because I'm chatting about cosplay stuff right now. So other things I've found out was how to wear the little like white part in the middle properly. I've learned. It's a bit different than I thought it was. And then I need to like I have a friend who's gonna help me like pin it out. And then I also got like the little rope belt thing that he has here near on like his waist. So then like the things I'm missing now are finishing up those boots, because I'm gonna go put like another coat, like a light coat of black on it to make it like darker. The armbands that he has here, I still need to make. I kind of have it like partially made. It's not in this photo, but like I have the like, you see how he has like a little upper part here? Like it's like an upper, like almost like it's like a half cape that he like has over his shoulders. I have that, but it needs to be like recut. Can you wear a skirt? No. I do have the shoulder pads. Oh wait, that's what I'm also gonna need. I'm gonna need the I have a wig, but it needs to be like styled properly. And also it's more of a pink than I kind of wanted it to be. Maybe I'll like do something to recolor it. Just like a light spray paint, maybe. But yeah, so this is it's coming along. I have what? 6 days to finish it. This would get him to notice me. It definitely would. He's gonna be okay. So he's not. I just realized there's like a toothbrush at the bottom of there. You can you can tell us. I mean, you can definitely tell us just taking in the bathroom, but like the little toothbrush sticking up at the bottom. No, this will definitely get him to notice me, because even though he's not okay. So unfortunately, he's not gonna be at the con like IRL. But he will be having a meet and greet there, so he will get to see it, just not in person. Which is gonna suck, but it's whatever. We'll deal with it. When I first planned this, I assumed he would be, and then I realized he wasn't. But I'm like, I still want to go through with it. Because the other thing is, the plan is to play the card game that he's in. Meet and greet without turning up. Yeah, it's one of the perks of being a VTuber. That's how most of the meet and greets are. It's very easy for meet and greets with VTubers because they literally just have to do it from their computer. Although previously, last year, he had a meet and greet and he was actually there in person. So, I actually don't know. I don't know how that worked. Maybe he just, like, did it, like, somewhere in, like, the back or something? That might be a mask thing. No, actually, when he was there, like, in person, he didn't have any kind of thing covering his face or anything. He literally just was there as a person. That's why I actually got to meet him, and I did not realize it. Like, I didn't. They have like a lottery system for the meet and greets. This year, I didn't actually sign up for any meet and greets, because there was nobody there who I really cared to. The only like last year, the only person I signed up for was his, and I didn't get it. So, but the funny thing was that like even though I missed out on it, I actually met him anyways because I had his plush, and he saw me with it, and he literally said, I mean, I have like a clip of me saying this and telling the story, but like, and he said like, "Wow, cool plush," and I'm like, "Thanks," and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "That him?" Because it's not through his camera, and also I didn't want to be like, I don't want to look like an idiot and say, "Hey, are you porcelain made?" So he's like, he like sits there for like an extra beat, and then he walks away, and I'm like, okay, and I'm still trying to figure it out. And I turn to my friends, I'm like, and they're like, okay. Apparently, they had two different things. Some of them thought, was that guy flirting with you? And the other the other thought was that him? And I'm like, was that him? And I see he's going up a nearby escalator, and I just see him points at like he like covers his mouth and points at the plushie and like mouths to me, "That's me." And I'm like, fuck. So I literally chased him up the escalator. I ran up the stairs to get him. I got a sign. I asked a buddy for a marker, and he signed my plushie. So, and then somehow that clip he made a post about it on Twitter, and I responded to it with a clip that I made like the previous night of like me talking about all the things that happened to Offkai and talking about that exact thing happening, saying that was me, and well, he recognized me. So that was actually the first time he recognized me. The second time he recognized me was because I actually, let me see if I have the photo still. It should probably be, I mean, it should be on Twitter somewhere. If I go search, it should be on the Oshi Push page. Let me see. What was that con? Can't find it. Well, the second time that he noticed me was because the account for the card game that I played made a post saying like showing off the winners of the most recent tournament, and I was there, and they asked for like a picture of me, and I was like, sure, and I was holding his plushie that he signed, and he saw that and actually recognized me again as the guy who won an Oshi Push tournament with his plushie. So the plan for this time is to show up, play Oshi Push while cosplaying as Porcelain Maid, playing the Porcelain Maid deck. And then if I can manage to pull out 3 wins, because all I need to do is win 3 games in a row. Because like the tournament is like, because it's like a small tournament, it's like it's at a convention. Most people there are like playing it for the first time or have other things to do at the con. It's not long, so it's only 3 rounds. It's just everybody plays 3 rounds, and then if you win all 3, you're a winner. So because of that, I just need to win 3 games. That's all I need. Funny thing about me and Oshi Push is I am technically undefeated in tournaments. I have played in 2 tournaments, and I have not lost a game. Funny enough. which means 6 games total. And of those 6 games, one of them my opponent didn't show up, so I just got an automatic win. Ah, shut up, buddy. You're banned. I can see him down there. I can see. Get out of here. Cool. Is he gone? Hold on, where is he? I'm gonna drop a bomb on this guy. Let me see. Boop. This is what you get for spamming in my channel. There you go. Cool. But anyways, what I was gonna say was, so yeah, technically I have never lost a game of Oshi Push in a tournament. Cause like, I wasn't like even playing like very optimally or like, with like the perfect deck. But, I kind of just played like a very easy deck. It just so happened. And I happened to make it decently well. So I was playing the Fujikura deck. So at the time when I played, Oshi Push had only decks that were based off VTubers from FaZe Connect. Which I actually don't watch any. I don't watch any FaZe Connect. I barely know anybody in FaZe Connect. At the time, I knew Pippa, and I kinda knew Tenma. I'd seen her before, like once or twice, but like for all the rest of them, I had zero clue who they were. And I literally picked Fujikura because I thought her design looked cool. She's like a blue bear, and I was like, wow, I really like the blue bear. I'm like, I'll make her deck, and somehow I just pulled together a deck, and that deck was enough to win. Somehow I took 3 games and I won. I have zero clue how that happened. Although actually I'm pretty sure the first game was the one that I got to take for free. But yeah, I won 2 games in a row. So it's really funny that like that deck somehow pulled me through. Yeah, good job. Yeah. And then I went back for another one, and somehow I pulled out again. It wasn't even the same deck because I forgot to bring my cards. And oh yeah, that was it. It was so how it worked was, so the first con I went to, I was like, this was at Offkai last year. This is like the con that I'm going to go to. You super skilled at card games? Not really. I would not say that. I play a decent amount of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I wouldn't say I'm really crazy at it. And I picked up a few other card games in the past, but never really committed too much to any of them. So, not really. I think I really was getting very lucky on those games. So, when I first showed up there, I was like, oh, how much? I'm like, a VTuber card game? That seems really cool. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, how much is a box? And they're like, well, it's like $100. And I'm like, $100? I'm like, and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know, I haven't bought anything. Like, I traveled across the country for this con. I really haven't bought much for myself, and I really wanted to play in this tournament. So I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. I got a box for $100. And I made my deck, and somehow that deck won. So I'm like, cool. And they say, oh, we're gonna ship a bunch of cards to you. And I'm like, okay. And so the next one I go to, I realize that they have an Oshi Push tournament there. And I'm like, oh, I did not bring I brought the wrong cards. Instead of bringing my deck, I just brought like an assortment of random cards. And I'm like, I don't even have enough cards to make a deck right now. And I'm like, how much is a box? And they're like, $100. And I'm like, yep, makes sense, same as last time. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? And I believe this is how it went. I bought a second box of this, And then, so I built another deck, which was it was still the same deck, but like with different cards because I was building it for the first time, or not for the first time, but I was building it again, and somehow I won again, and at that time they had never sent the cards to me, so I ended up talking to one of the people there, and I was like, hey, you guys said last time that for winning, I would get my cards. That you guys would send cards to me, and they're like, oh yeah, we lost a lot of addresses. So even though that you wrote your address down, we lost it. Let me look it up and make sure that you actually won. And they did. And so I walked out of that con with the box that I bought, the box of cards that I bought for $100, the box that I won from the previous tournament a few months ago, and the box that I won from that tournament right there. So I doubled the amount of Oshi push cards that I paid for, because each time that I bought a box, I won a tournament that gave me a second box. So I now have a lot of Oshi push cards, which is very funny. Which is actually, it made for a very fun stream because like I was like, okay, we're gonna do like an opening stream, like just a stream where we open packs, and I could not get through all the packs by the end of the stream. And like my desk was just like covered in a mountain of wrappers. So that was very funny. You're alone at that one moment. Yep. I really should actually. I know I said this would be like a co-working stream. I really should actually get to co-working and stuff. Let me take a sip of water first. All right. I do have more stuff to talk about, which honestly, I don't know. I feel like I might as well keep talking because like it's like a good night for just talking, I feel like. Even though my voice is starting to die a little bit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the other thing that I had, because I have like my list of like stuff to talk about. I want to make a second account. For like, I was thinking of making a second account for like NSFW stuff. Not that I do NSFW stuff very often, but like I do have multiple arts of me that are not safe for work, so I figured I could make an account for that. I know there are people who have those kinds of accounts. I'm not very active on Twitter, but I don't know. Maybe. I was thinking about it. I almost made it today, and I was like, I'll hold off. And also my phone was about to die. But it would be something, because I did recently start commissioning. I found a site where I've been commissioning a lot of very cheap art, and included in that is NSFW art, so... Combine that with the NSFW art that I already got from Teal, so... I mean, I do kind of need a place to put it. I mostly just got it for my amusement, and that's about it, but... I kind of just like seeing it. But I don't know what I'd do. On one hand, it's like... What's the point of making that account? I don't know if there's anybody who even wants to see that from me. And it's like... What would I do with it? I don't know. Because I know there are people with, like, those accounts, and it's like... I'd want to be, like, tasteful with it, at least to a degree. But... I'm not exactly sure. Gadjo will doom scroll it. Gadjo always talks about that, but I'm not sure he actually would. I don't know. Maybe he would. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd even put it. I don't know if I'd even like show it in the Discord. That's the thing. I was also thinking like maybe like if I want to make like a Discord account, like a Discord channel for like the NSFW artworks, but it'd have to be like an opt-in thing, where like you have to click a thing saying, hey, I'm above 21. This includes not safe for work content. I am okay to look at this, I guess. The server is 18 plus only. That is a rule. It's not like it's not like I like posted it. Like I didn't really like write 18 plus, but it is in the rules, and it's a rule that I will enforce. If anybody ever says that like they're below the age of 18, I will not hesitate to ban them immediately. They will be banned immediately. It's like I don't really. It's not like I investigate people to make sure, but like, or like verify, but I don't know. It is an 18 plus Discord. And that's my excuse when I make like a stupid sex joke in there. Like in the Wordle channel, I post like a thing saying like it's just a stupid Twitter post that was like your Wordle score equals the hand job you get. And it was like, if you get like into yeah, no, definitely want opt-in. There's no way it would ever be anything else. No. Yeah, no, you are not like. My Discord's allowed to have sexual jokes, but like you cannot just be posting porn. I will ban you for that. That is a non-negotiable. Like, I don't really set my rules, but like, I'm pretty sure I have in there. Okay, well, I don't actually have a rule, but I just expect everybody to have the common sense. It's like that one post of like the guy, and he's like, at everyone, do not announce to the server that when you are going to masturbate. I did not think we would ever need this to be a rule, and frankly, it's embarrassing for any new people to see that we have had an issue with this. Nobody needs to know that about you. Nobody is going to say congratulations or give you a high five, especially considering where that hand has been. I love that. It's so funny. That video, I love it. Yeah, I just like, I expect people to have at least some common sense with that. Let me drink a little bit more water. I don't know, because that's not how I act, not on stream at least. So it's like, I don't know, because there are other people who like I know have that kind of like there's a lot of other VTubers with like NSFW alt accounts, and they go in on them like a certain extent. Like Daya, I remember Daya made his. And he literally used it to repost like 3 arts and post one. Like I think he reposted like 2 pieces of art, posted 1 piece of art of himself, and then did not use it again. So, at least not that I know of. I don't know. Maybe he's posting on that. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm even following it still. I should. But that's also Daya. Daya is unique. He's like a sexless being. He is. It's very funny because like sometimes I see people and they're like, "Oh my gosh, NSFW of my favorite VTuber." I could never see Daya in any sexual way. He exists. He exists as a creature. He exists as a creature that I care for. He exists as a creature that I enjoy and care for. I do open Discord at work and in general avoid full-on NSFW content. I know. I get that. Most people do. That's how most people feel. Like, I am in like the minority for like my Twitter feed being as bad as it is. And it's also like, that's also not like kind of how I present myself either. I feel like there's like a little bit of like a disjoint. What do you call it again? Dissonance No. There's something. There's something between, like, how I present myself and, like, some things I enjoy, but at the same time, I never want to be that person who's, like, always, like, talking about sex, I guess. I that's the thing. I'm usually not a very big fan of, like, flirty or sexual VTubers. And I don't ever want to be like that either. But I don't know. That's the thing. Somebody did say, like, would anybody want to see you like that? Why would you like why would you do that? Like, is there a purpose? Is anybody asking for that? And I'm like, not exactly, because most of the time I feel like a lot of things, like like all the dirty jokes we make are all jokes, you know. That's the thing. But like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it. Actually, speaking of art, I don't know if I... Hold on, speaking of, like, commissioning art, this is not NSFW in any way. I recently got this one. I got this one of me and Ace, and it's so nice. Your reaction to rename Slushy into an act in that one stream I won't name was very funny. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I actually, that sounds like something funny, but I could not tell you what you're referring to. I really like how this one came out. It's like a very, I don't want to say childish, but it gives off that kind of energy, and it's really nice. I really like me and Ace look great in this one. Sometimes I feel like Ace always gets me art, and sometimes I feel bad that I don't give him as much as he gives me, but then I also keep in mind that, like, he's a friend, and friends aren't, like, friends aren't equal. You do things for each other because you guys find each other cool. You don't need to, like, reciprocate exactly. Won't go too much into it. If you got oh yeah, slush job. I knew you weren't keen. So I act bashful about those things, but, like, I've said before that, like, I'm down for whatever people want to do with my model or, like, my character. That's just, like, I act that way because I think it's more funny and entertaining for you guys. But when it comes to that, yeah, you guys can pretty much do whatever. I feel like the only things that I wouldn't be okay with would be, like, putting words in my mouth. Like, if you were gonna use me to, like, I don't know who'd be using me to spout political opinions. I don't know. Don't put my model into political situations. I don't know who the hell would do that, though. That's about the only thing. It was funny in the stream, but wasn't sure your actual thoughts. No, I love when anybody makes jokes about like anything. That's the thing. People are always gonna make jokes like that. You can be like, you can try to crack down on how people see you, or you can just act in a way that presents the way you want to be seen, you know? Ace, I meet. Meet. I know. Yeah, it is a nice one. Actually, that's right. He actually got one for me recently. It was me and Awa. I'm not sure if me or Awa didn't post it because we were kind of waiting on Ace to post it, but he really never did. Where is it? Where's the group chat that you sent it in? What? Where is this? Oh, here it is. It was... Here it is. Ace commissioned this of me and Awa. And him. Of like the three of us on a beach. Awa was like, damn, they gave me huge ones. Wait, what was it that Awa said here? What was it? Alice said, what the hell, my tits are so boing boing. The suit they picked is Chef's Kiss. But funny thing about... I like how I look in the back. He actually... That's right, he actually gave us a... He sent us the full drive, which includes cutouts of like us, like just if you want to get like just one of them, like there's like a cutout version of just me, which I actually kind of need to cut out more because it's like you can't tell, but it's like if I go like fit to the screen, he ends up over here because it's like it's so far over on one side. But the funny thing is whenever Ace goes to do a commission, he always wants to like have a certain pose, and he always makes like these random, he starts like stitching together random images to like show the artist what he wants. And this one looked especially funny because the image that he gave to the artist as a reference was this. This is what... This is just such a funny thing. And the me with the two drinks. How is there? I love the stupid face that Ace has during it. But the funny thing was that like he actually just took my model from like an image that I sent him of it standing there, and then he just like cropped it in. I'm kind of the opposite. I usually try to have very little communication with the artist on what I want. I try to like leave as much to the artist as possible. That's why I kind of like Skeb. Skeb has like a very hands-off approach because Skeb is all sending like your stuff over to like Japanese artists, and because everything is like translated, it's very hard to like get across what you're trying to say. So because of that, you pretty much don't say anything. All you do is you send your character along with like a description of your character and references. And for most like artists, that's like all you give them. All you do is give them like the character, and then they'll send back your character in their style or like a scene with however that they do it. So that I actually really like that because I'm not great at like finding. I don't really enjoy finding references to give them. But yeah. But where's like which one is like a good example of like a Skeb? But actually, I mean, the one that I just showed earlier was this one wasn't on Skeb. It was on a separate website, which is Crepe, which is it's a Korean commissioning site. And the part of the reason that I got told about it was because it's a very cheap commission site. The reason being that the conversion rate for like US dollars to Japanese, or not Japanese, to Korean won is very low. So everything on the site ends up being very cheap to me. So I kind of went to it for that, and now I can just kind of commission endless art. Oh my gosh, it's just the song is playing Oh Yasumi. Oh Yasumi, oh Yasumi, oh I know that it's hard to do. That's the one. I really love that song. Is this thing, is this like the end of it? Of the video? Close. Of course this is the most replayed segment. And that's the end of it. Dang, I missed like the entire song because I didn't realize what was playing. I was more focused on talking. Actually, I'm gonna reset it because I really like that song. My Time, that's the name. Why did I say that? The name of the song is not Oh Yasumi, it's My Time. Did I say Oh Yasumi or did I say My Time? But this is like one of my favorite songs. Although I've never like heard this version of it before, which is why it took me a bit, but like I love this song from Amori. I kind of have I think I have the lyrics close. I really like there was a version by I can't remember who did it. It was a female singer. I wish I could remember her name right now. But she did a really nice cover of this song where she I like that so the original song has like a lot of like effects over it and like staticky and like parts being cut off, and I really like that when she sang it, she really just didn't do any of that and just sang it normally, and just like hearing her voice like with each of the words going into each other instead of like how they normally get cut off was just very nice to hear. Actually, let me put it on. If I can actually remember the name of the singer. Let me see. My Time. Amori. I'll just put in cover. Oreo, that was it. I really love this song. Let me see. All right. This one I love. I actually have this in my Spotify. I like when YouTube artists put their stuff on Spotify. It's very nice. Because I do like listening on Spotify. I know there are like some people who are like, well, just listen to it on YouTube, and I'm like, well, I want on both. I need to, when I get the chance, I want to put this like art as like, well, I guess it might not really fit in any of the papers that I have up there. It'd be nice to like throw in here. I could crop it a bit. Although I guess when I bring it this small, it kind of loses a lot. I kind of wish I did I almost wish I did the little papers down there a little differently, but that's alright. You'll leave this dream. Next time we do if we ever do a karaoke again, I want to sing this song. I'll turn it down a little bit for the louder part. But yeah, I should actually get to the whole co-working part of the co-working stream. I'll just. Oh, get rid of the cat cam. Cat's not even there for it. Nick. Every little moment. I got like a little Python thing to do. Alright. Let me see this. Can I copy and paste this all in? Control C. Alright. Where's my little idle? Okay. I deleted that stuff at the top because it had like my you program? No. This is just can I go Control V? Nice. This is a little assignment that I have. This is like the last thing I have to do in this course. Maybe. Actually, I have to do 2 of these. Oh, okay, I guess I'm Flurry now. Hi, Shabby, how are you doing? It's funny seeing Flurry's hands. You know, now that I think about it, I'm not sure I actually ever changed Flurry's hands to be more girl-like, I guess. I think Flurry still has the same hands as Slushy does. I think... Oops. Well, we got Flurry standing here for a bit. You know, I have a lot of space on my screen. I could put something up there. Do I have an image to put there? No, not Ace. Let me see if I'll replace this image of Ace with... Alright. I'll go put this... Let me shrink this down. Shrink down. Shrink it again. Alright. And then I'll move this down here. And I'll put this right here, just so we have like a little bit of extra stuff there. Here we go. I'll move myself over a little. Cool. But no, like I was saying, no, it's is that an echo or is that it replaying? Oh no, it's replaying. All right, then I'm going back to the original, or go back to the other like lo-fi we had. Okay. Co-working my ass. He's playing with OBS. Sorry. No, you missed it. We're literally just getting to the co-working. We spent the first like hour and 10 minutes of this stream just chatting. It's been a just chatting stream. Which isn't lying. Like, that's in the title. It's co-working and chatting. It's just that we did chatting for a while, then co-working. You know? It's still, I didn't lie. I'm fine. But anyways, also, co-working could be playing with OBS. If I was making updates to the stream and stuff, that would be co-working. But what I was going to say is, so I have like this, I have this class. It's a Python class. I want to get into IT, and I'm slowly making my way through like a computer networking degree. But I have one of my classes I need to take is computer programming basics, which means Python. All right. So first thing is we have instructions here. And then I'm going to actually see if I can make this. All right. It's probably going to be a lot of me just like going through looking for stuff. Can I bring this over a bit? All right. What does this say? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Indent, because I'm not reading. I'm not scrolling over that far. I refuse to scroll. Where are you going with it? I don't know. Like career? I mean, hopefully some kind of IT or like computer networking thing, but at the moment, I am also waiting on like an electrician apprenticeship. Although I've been waiting on that for a while. I've been assured that I'm still in line to join. But it's been a while, so at the moment this is kind of like a thing where it's like I dropped out of college, so I'm going back so I can get my AA, so that's like half a college degree. Half a 4-year degree. It's a 2-year degree. And then hopefully I can use that degree to either get into IT or I'll get a part-time job, and then I can start doing I can do part-time while I finish up my classes, because I probably should start getting some money again. I was working at a job as like a handyman assistant for a while before I left to start taking more IT classes, which honestly, it's like for how long I've been spending on IT classes, you'd think I'd be further along. I'm trying my best, but it's kind of hard to really. It's a bit hard to learn with just classes, I feel. Just because like a lot of stuff. I'll take classes, but like by the time I finish the classes, it hasn't stuck in my head. I move on to the next class, and everything feels like it's already melting away from my brain. I'm trying to stick with it, but it'd be nice. But we're trying to get through it. Hopefully, I mean, once I get into an actual job, because like that's the thing. It's more just like they want to see that you can actually study and like show that you actually know some things. So once I actually can get into like a job, hopefully I'll be doing a lot better then. But I mean, the thing is, at the moment, I'm staying at home. I live with my mom, which is moving out would be nice. It would make streams a lot better if I could be loud and more outgoing without having to worry about living with other people. But my rent, I mean, there's no, I don't pay rent. I live for so cheap. The money that I save from working as an electrician and as a handyman assistant, I've just been living on for a while, and I can keep living on it for a while. And the thing is, my mom doesn't want me to move out because it's a big house and she's gonna be here alone if I do. So I don't really, I probably won't move out for a bit longer. So I'm here for a while. And honestly, it's like, in terms of my reasons to move out, it's only just, my only reason that I want to move out is just for stream improvement things. Because if I move out, then without other people in the house, I could be more outgoing and I could say more crazy things that I don't care about other people in the house hearing. And I feel like I'd be a bit more active and stop worrying about acting cringe with my family hearing me. But like that's kind of my one reason why I wouldn't move out. The thing is, like, other than that, I really don't have a reason to. So at the moment, I'm probably gonna be staying here for a while. So that's something. That's you not cringe. I know, but that's the thing. You're hearing not cringe me. Like, that's the issue. Is like I feel like I could be a better VTuber if I let go of the cringe, you know? If I let go of the cringe, I feel like I'd be a better VTuber. Cause like, yeah, I'm not cringe. But like, that's also because that's because you're hearing the me that like that filters myself. That filters cringe. I filter cringe out. That's the sucky part. That's like, okay, that's my one reason why I would want to leave. So I would be able to not like the bit about having sex with an orange. Like, we could have so many more funny bits like that. That's the thing. I would be so much more clippable. I would be so Definitely to accept your family should accept you regardless. Oh, they can. No, that's not. It's not on them. That's the thing. It's not on them. It's on me. Like, my family knows I'm a VTuber. But it's that just knowing that they can hear stupid things that I say. But that's why certain times I feel like I'm doing, or that I'm being more entertaining on nights when I have the house to myself. Similarly, that's also one of the reasons why why we stopped doing ASMRs. Because my brother moved back in for a bit, and with an extra person in the house, I can't have the house totally quiet so I could do ASMRs. But I mean, that was one of multiple reasons why I stopped making ASMR. I had a few reasons for that. Partially including, like, it's not that they weren't popular. Once I actually put in the tags, it seemed like people on YouTube really, there were some people on YouTube who really liked them. But it was also partially, I didn't feel like I was making good enough ASMRs. The quality that I was making was not up to my own standards. And then secondly was I would do it only when the house was empty. And then I would also be like going back for so many retakes and stuff that it was kind of it was taking up time that I would rather use to just hang out with you guys. And it's not as fun. It's really not as fun to just read off scripts and try to voice act as it is to come in here and talk to you guys. So that's another. There are multiple reasons that we stopped doing ASMR. So it's not that I hated the ASMRs, or it wasn't one reason. It's just that I'd rather come hang out with you guys. But I mean, I remember when I've told somebody that I stopped doing ASMRs, they're like, "Oh, were they just not doing well?" I'm like, no, they actually weren't doing bad. Like if I kept doing them, even though they weren't up to my standards, apparently other people like them. Abra gave me good marks on them. And people online and it seemed like I got a few nice comments. I got a few likes and nice comments. Well, specifically on the one where I actually put tags and stuff. I probably made like 4 or 5 of them, and only on the very last one I did, I actually put like tags down for like hashtag ASMR, hashtag blah 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 blah. And when I did, I actually got there were a lot more views on that one, so I'm like, oh, okay. Tags really do matter. So, but yeah, I don't know. But also speaking of like stuff to do, I was thinking about cutting down on the amount of very sweet that you chose us over the sus. I didn't choose you guys over the sus. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's multiple reasons, but it's more fun to come hang out with you guys. I know Nyx was actually Nyx was doing the other night. Recently, his streams have been like he's been like recording his ASMRs, while streaming. So that's a cool way of mixing them. I never bothered because I figured I'd get way too embarrassed having to do them live. And also it'd just be the same. Whenever I did them, it was like the same thing. I'd be like doing the same lines over and over again. Nyx is very good about that. So he was doing like, he would like record a line and he'd just be done with it. It would sound good automatically. Oh, and the other thing is like writing. I don't know. I couldn't really write my own scripts. I thought I'd be able to. I never actually got to. All of mine were all just like other people's scripts. It's like, sometimes I think I'd make a great writer, and then I actually go to write. I don't write enough. I don't write enough to like be good at writing, is the thing. But yeah. And then I start. And then we start actually working. Alright. Let's see if we can actually do this. What are we supposed to be doing? Define a dictionary to store the titles of video games and their developers as key value pairs. Dictionary should initially be defined as empty. Display menu as shown in the example input-output. Lets user perform the following actions. Label game by title. If title is not found, print the specified title is not found. Add a new title and its developers. Change the existing developers for a title. Oh. Alright, sure. Okay. Then I'm probably going to reuse a lot of this art code from the last thing that I made, so I'm just going to probably be reusing stuff, so let's go first. Define a dictionary to store the titles of video games. Alright. Paste. And then we already did this. Control C. Go. Is this how I make an empty dictionary? Hold on. I'm gonna check. As a software developer, this is gonna be interesting to watch. Yeah. You know, watch me being stupid with Python. All right. Let me see. Let me go to the. Let me see if I can. The book. All right. Dictionary is key value 1K value 2. All right. The other thing is actually, wait a minute. I have some extra. They give you like example problems, or like example code. Probably one of the example codes. Meanwhile, Python is the easy one. I know. I guess it's like the easiest one. I imagine Python is less like we're teaching you so you're actually gonna use it, and more just like we're teaching you because it gets you in like the mindset of programming more than anything else. Once you've done enough, now you kind of like you understand like concepts more than anything else. Chapter 9, birthdays. All right. File, open, our dealer, file, open. Because they gave me like 5 other examples of like similar things with the stuff in the chapters. So I'll just like look through for like an example of somebody who made of like making an empty dictionary. All right, open a file for binary reading. No. Set. Demonstrates object pickling. Uses the dictionary as a deck of cards. Nice. Okay, that's what I want. Create a deck of cards. All right, so it's just. Cool. Okay, so that's fine. All right. Define a dictionary. Video game dict. Video game dict. I also understand there are so many levels of ability that I need to remind myself other people are not as deep into it, because people are way deeper on code than I am too. Yeah, I mean it's like it's a learning thing. Like this is the very beginning of it. I mean, this is like so this is actually like the last thing I'm doing in this in like this little course. I was taking 2 courses. This one, which was I mean Python, you can see, and the other one was Cisco computer networking. So there was a lot of like Cisco programming, which is like configuring routers, and it was like configuring the routers and switches and like changing their names, and pretty much it was stuff in Packet Tracer. So networking stuff, cool. Although it's like by the end of it, it's like I hate like being at the end of a course and being like, I wish I understood this better. And it's like I'm finishing the course now, so it's like I can't understand it better now. Like I'm leaving the course. This is the most I've understood it. So it's kind of an annoying thing to feel. All right. Cool. Dictionary should initially be defined as empty. Yeah. Display a menu as shown in the example input-output that lets the user perform the following actions. Lookbook game by title. All right. So the other thing was that they already, like I said, they left a bunch of example things for me, and one of those was the thing with the menu. All right. How'd they do this? Program uses the dictionary. Level consonants. An empty dictionary initialized. Get menu choice. This looks so annoying to do. Sure. Process the choice if choice. Oh my gosh, we're making like a separate thing for this? Sure. I mean, the nice thing is I can just copy and paste this all down. Alright, I'm just gonna like copy and paste this. Control C. Paste. Alright. Here we go. Where are you pasting from? I have another window open. So they gave me like a few other like completed code programs that were just like other things in like the chapter. Actually, I should probably check what they're expecting from me. What do they want? Ah. Alright, they want this. Copy. So wait, hold on. Just for like example, they want me to make a menu that's this. So this is easy. We'll go Control C, Control V. we're just gonna like, that's the whole thing. I'm just finding the easy way through this. Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. So the thing that I pasted in at first was like a thing from another like already complete code that they had given to me as an example. That also was using a menu. This part is like the output that they want me to get. Because they always give you like the exact output that they want you to have. So you know exactly what it's supposed to print. Which actually is very nice of them. Because I'm so glad that, like, I know exactly what they want. Because most of the time it's something like, oh, do this, so then it, like, calculates this and outputs this. And I'm like, okay, and they give you, like, an example. And I'm like, okay, well, that's, like, a perfect way of testing it. Because now I know that that's right. Like, as long as I put in exactly what you put in and I get what you get, then I know I have done everything correct. Control C. Control V. Nice. Alright, there's our menu. Okay. Look up a game by title. Found not found. Alright. Oh, should not be included. Never mind. We're not supposed to. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. So, cool. Alright. So, when each of those things happens, then I pretty much gotta make each of those things. Cool. Makes sense. Alright. I guess we'll just go through these one by one. Tab. Actually, wait, no, because I should be adding something on the end of this too. So it's like, yeah, get the user's choice. Gosh, it's so nice that they put an almost exact copy of what I needed. Usually they don't, and they'll just put like similar things, but they took mercy on me this time. Wow, I can just easy. Just so you know, I ain't slacking. Currently working on my Hytale mod to prepare for Gaigon. Ooh, nice. What is it? It's another cosmetic mod or something else? Alright. Well, choice is greater than lookup or choice... Wait. Did they define? Oh, okay. They have consonants. They have consonants at the top. All right. To Pillamon, I'm adding all the staff members as plushies. Are you trying to like win favor with them by making them into plushies? That's really funny. Print num. Print title dev. Print titles. Actually, I should use the underscores. Cool. Did I win your favor? Oh yeah, you're right. I do need to. Sorry about that. Yes, you're right. I should. I don't know. It's like usually I wouldn't really enter. So I don't know. So actually, I should probably ask. What even is it? I know you said it was like some kind of like a content creator competition or something. I want you to know if I join this is because you asked me, not because I normally would. Usually I don't like I wouldn't go into something like that unless I really knew what I was like. I knew what I was doing. All right. Let's go. What does it want me to say? Enter your choice. Choice equals. Ah, all right. Return choice. Cool. Okay. We'll go. Let me see what else is around here. Actually, how much time do we have left in stream? About 25 minutes. Trying to make some good progress now. Yeah, I can just use a bunch of if and if else's. And just as long as it's while choice is not equal quit. Okay, so set choice a variable to 0 to set menu to default. How did I misspell choice this bad? How do I spell? That's how I spell choice. All right. Choice. Choice is a word that just does not look like it's spelled right. Choice equals 0. Cool. And then perform the correct action depending on the input as long as quit has not been entered. Winning is actually just a small side. It's really that. Creators get a chance for a few stuff. Yeah, but like in what way? Like I don't understand. If it's like if you say like, oh, join a Minecraft server, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a Minecraft server. But like, what do you mean a creator championship? Like, are they dropping us into like an arena? Is it like, am I gonna get like Jeopardy style quiz? It is a Hytale server. Ah, I see. Cool. All right, then I'd be down for that. So it's just like a. All right. Cool. You get to compete in a few challenges. I should ask, when does it start? Because hopefully it's not while I'm out. Perform the correct dash depending on the input, as long as it has not been entered, so. While choice does not equal quit if choice equals 1. I'm just gonna set like little prints for now. Print 1. Elif choice equals 2. Print 2. And I'm just gonna copy paste that for like 8 of them. And then we'll start putting down the actual things that those do. Alright. And you get to compete in a few challenges. September, I believe. Okay, never mind. That's a ways away. Wow. I didn't think it'd be so far. I mean, I guess that's like 2 months. Gosh, it's getting kind of close, I'm realizing. September's my birthday. I didn't realize it was getting that close. Alright. Print 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. Hey, I got perfectly 8. Nice. I also hope you get to verse Cosma, Edgy, and Awa. Really, they're all in this, huh? Very funny. Reactions and creator are so much fun. I think I was actually with Cosmo and Edgy on a Cobblemon server a while back. So that'll actually be the second time on a block game server with them. Alright. Let me just run this and make sure this works fine. Oh, right, I forgot to actually run the thing. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to do this first. So, choice equals get menu choice. All right. And let's run it. Cool. Enter my choice. 1. Cool. 3. 4. And then 8 should stop it. 8. Nice. Alright. Okay, so the menu is working. So that's... So now I just start putting in, I guess now I just make a bunch of different little things to do. Oh, actually, I don't even need to put anything, because quit already does itself. Alright, so I need to make 7 functions for this. The fun of play, content to create, and sharing of yours is winning, so small and all this. That's a good point. I just didn't know what it is. EP time. Hi, Ren. Hi, Ren. Hope you're having a good eep, or hope you will have a good eep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Ren. Hope you had a good time. Gosh, it's gonna be EP time for me too. 15 more minutes till end stream. And then I have to go back to that godforsaken house. Alright. Okay, so. Let's see. Look up. Alright, so we're gonna go... Look up a game by title. We've already done this. I already done this previously, earlier. Where was, Where did I do the little search? If it stays entered, prompt the user to either enter... If the rest of nothing is entered, else prompt the user... Alright. Here we go. Ooh. We're gonna use this. We're gonna go... Define... Lookup. The viewership and engagement dropping as he starts Python is kind of sad, but also expected. However, in the future... never say... Don't say in a streamer's chat. It's like a thing. It's like a like a respect thing. You're never supposed to say in a streamer's chat if they're how many people are watching or anything like that. I see. Sorry, no, it's fine. I don't care. But like, I know it's for a lot of people. That's like a thing. Which I don't even have in my rules, so I wouldn't worry. But it's just like a future thing. I know it's like a thing because it throws a lot of people off. Which I know I sometimes will get thrown off by having like lower amounts of viewers. I remember there have been days, like even like somewhat recently, if I see that nobody's around, it just like becomes kind of like it becomes harder for me to like talk, I guess, because on one hand it's like I know just like being logical that like I can never tell who's here. There are people who haven't loaded in yet. There are people who are just like lurking, or they have like too many streams open, so they're watching but they aren't counted or anything like that. But that was why a long time ago I used to have a thing that said like how many viewers I had, and I could see, and I stopped it because that's not good to look at. That's bad for your brain. It's bad for nobody should ever when they're streaming look at how many people are watching them. You always believe that there are people there. You always assume that people are lurking. I just love programming, watching it stream. So it's unfortunate that viewers don't enjoy coding. That's all I mean. But fully understandable. Randoms don't enjoy coding. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be a fan of it. I mean, have you ever seen L:_Q? He's a very cool programming VTuber. Let me see. Look up. What was I doing again? Look up game title. He's so one thing that's like really awesome about him. It's been a while since I've been to a stream. But I have not. I watched Primogen. So his model, it's a 3D one like mine, but it's all ASCII art. Like his model is just it's like this, but it's ASCII's. Like imagine if my model was made of ones and zeros. That's what his looks like. It's been way too long since I've been in one of his streams. It's just like that, like you said, it's as somebody who just doesn't understand coding at all. Shout out your programmer friend, please. I want to see, of course. / shout out L:_Q. Like, because just that it's like it's not my kind of stream, and that's most of what he does. Um, I don't tend to watch his streams, but gosh, is he an inspiration, somebody to look up to? Gosh, you know. And it's also really funny because like he's in my. I need to double check this. Every once in a while I check and see if he's left yet. No, he's still there. He's in my Discord. I don't know why. It's so funny that he's in here. He hasn't said anything, but I'm like, buddy, you're huge. I'm like, what are you doing hanging around in my Discord? Go hang out and go be a big shot. What are you doing here? He's so funny. And the last one of his streams was last one of his streams I went to. It was forever ago, but I remember I went because it had something to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. But I really need to check up. I need to watch him more. But also a lot of I don't tend to watch as big of streamers, which is also a big part of it. Which sucks because he's really cool. He's really... There's like so many people where it's like I don't watch them, and I hate that I don't watch them, but it's like I can't watch everybody is the thing. Like, I really can't. I try to watch a lot of people, but it's like there's too many. So it's like I eventually just like they're just people I'm like, all right. It's been too long since I've been to your stream. It's starting to become a lost cause, and then I stop watching. Which really sucks because then it's like every once in a while I'll get that for somebody who I find really cool, and then I get a chance to interact with them, and then I'm like, I start becoming afraid to interact with them because I'm like, oh, I've not been to this person's stream in so long. I barely remember what like the last thing this person has talked about. I'm like, what do I even talk to them about now? Like, all right, let's see. Oh, I forgot to do colon. Q. Also, it's so funny that his name is Q because it's supposed to be like Q, but people just call him Clonk. Try to watch a bunch of Slushy Gang, but I'm sad I don't watch them. I know so many people. I know a lot of people. So like, that's the thing. I can't watch them all. You can't watch them all. You don't need to worry about that. And it's like, I was trying to keep in mind that it's like, I don't ever go to somebody's stream to watch them because I feel like I'm expected to watch them. I go to watch people because I either think I'll enjoy them or I do enjoy them, you know? Because like I don't want people watching me just because they feel like they have to because I watched them or I rated them or anything like that. If somebody doesn't vibe with me, they don't vibe with me, and that applies to me with other people too. There are certain games that I don't care for, so I won't watch them. Monster Hunter, I really don't care for. I recently saw, actually I did watch Magi and Mio. I watched him play Monster Hunter, and I actually liked his play. I actually liked watching him play it, but most of the time I will not watch Monster Hunter streams. GTA streams I will not watch. I'm not a fan of Minecraft RP streams. Like the big server RPs, I don't care for those. Which sucks, because I know it's like a big thing for like meeting other VTubers. I'm not working on this at all. Alright. What was I gonna do? Was I supposed to copy and paste? Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. Alright. While game title input equals this. Game title input equals that. Then game title input in video game dict. Video game dict. Print video game dict game, title, inputs. True, but the good streamers will make you want to watch for the person over the game. And all your game are such good at it. Yeah, that's the thing. I know a lot of people who are really good with streaming. I remember, well, you were there too, and I watched Awa. Despite I usually never watch Fortnite. That's because it's a game that I really don't have interest in personally. All right, let's go. All right, so it wants us to do enter title of the game. Right, that's the prompt. Control C. Enter title of the game. Control C. The developer of the game. The developers of... Oh, I can't use... I have to switch to the other one. Here we go. Alright. Can give two hoots about Fortnite, but damn, she's fun to listen to. I'm just never been a fan of Fortnite. I do like other first-person shooters, but Fortnite was just never one I was able to get into. All right. Fine. Look up game title. All right. Now let's do add a new title as developers. Actually, I don't need to do this like while. Here. Also, I should make sure not to leave the pseudocode here, because they will give me points off if the pseudocode makes no sense. Prompt the user for the title of a game to search. If the game entered is already in the dictionary, print its developer. There we go. Nice. All right. Oh wait, was there supposed to be? All right, I need the little parentheses here. All right. Next, define. Add title depth. Parentheses, colon. Actually, do I even have time for any more? No, I think I gotta just save this. We're hitting the 2-hour mark. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna start heading back to the shop. Okay. And I think I'm going to start looking for somebody to raid. Also, I just realized that that's Awa's emote. You posted that earlier and it did not hit me until now. That's Awa's. Alright, I'm going to start looking for somebody to raid. Let me go back to Twitch.
It doesn't matter what the
or we can just end without a raid this time. Alright. Then thank you very much everybody who came to the stream. Hold on, let me mute myself. Or just close that tab. Good raid, Octa. We're gonna go without a raid tonight. I should say thank you very much everybody who came in for the stream. I'm very, very glad to have you. This was a bit of a different stream than usual. We'll get more chance to raid Octa, just not tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. This is a bit different one, but people seem to like it. Maybe we'll have more of these in the future. I don't want to do them too much. But maybe in the future. We'll see. Other than that, I will leave you guys until Sunday. It's gonna be a little bit until next stream. On Sunday, I'll put up a poll for what game we play next, and then we'll see what we end up playing. It won't be Labyrinth OS will not be on the poll because it's the game we most previously played. And I don't really have any new games that I want to put on the poll. So, other than that, I hope I get to see you guys in the future. And I hope everybody has a great night. And I will see you all around. Have a good night, everybody.